Besides the discovery of militia training facility in South America, virtually nothing is known of the Arkham Knight until he arrives at Gotham City, where he quickly earned himself a fearless reputation amongst the city leading criminals. Working together with Scarecrow, he has sworn to destroy Batman and will stop at nothing until he's defeated. Today, we're taking a look at your McFarlane's The Arkham Knight. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm glad to have you guys here. We all saw the summer showcase from McFarlane. I'm sure we saw a lot of fantastic figures we all want to collect. I know we're all going broke. With that said, guys, before we begin this review of this action figure, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. You'll see it come up on your screen right now. Follow me. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Let's have a conversation there. Follow me. Send me your toy photographies and let's get started. Now, as you guys saw from the title, the McFarlane Arkham Knight is here. Stop your whining. Why do I say that? Simple. Because there's a lot of guys out there complaining about this figure, and we're going to get more into that after we go ahead and do some quick housekeeping, just so we're all on the same page. We're going to begin with the McFarlane stand that's included. That's very nice of him. DC stand. But as you guys can see, I'm not complaining about the top heavy. I did get a little bit of oils in my fingers on that. I hate when that happens, but that's okay. Let's get this bad boy out of the way. We've got the trading card. You guys know how much I love when McFarlane uses the actual action figure versus the comic on it. And for those of you who want to read it, which is the same thing I narrated at the beginning, go ahead and pause the video. Okay, and moving along, last but not least, because of DC's stupidity with their mandates on guns, they give us this grappling gun, which is a recycled of the 3 Jokers, I think, Batman. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comics. It's the same one, nothing different. But we all know that once we get our ammunitions packed from McFarlane, this guy will properly have his weapons. And then last but not least, I had it here on the side, we've got 2 grenades that come with the figure. Okay, so with that said, let's jump into this guy. Man, I could not wait to get this action figure. I was happy McFarlane released him. But let's go back to my title. So a lot of you who are upset with the title, why do I say that? Simple. There's a lot of clowns out there that get these figures for free. You know who you are, and you're still complaining about the figure. Well, I'll tell you what the most complaint is. Oh, McFarlane, it's not, it's not accurate. Where's the paint on the uniform? Where's everything? For me, this is my opinion. I love the figure, the way he looks, and we're going to look at him in more details. But there's 2 versions of the Arkham Knight. There's the comic book version, which I believe he's blue, I think, or red. I may have it backwards. Okay, I know in the video game, because I played it and I love it, he is red, which is Jason Todd. But again, guys, McFarlane is keeping the cost low. He's giving you a $20. And you're getting an open canvas right here. Paint it yourself. If you really want it to be as accurate as either the comic book, which is I think blue, or the video game, which is red in the camouflage, paint it yourself. For me, if you're going to be hunting at night, the Batman, you want your uniform to be a matte black so you can hide in the shadows as you chase him down with the technology. Now, one of the things that I love enhancing in the story, great. I got 2 of these figures. Believe it or not, I learned my lesson from Deathstroke. You can't buy the Deathstroke unless you're paying almost $60 or $70. I ended up buying 3. 1 to keep in the box, 1 to open it up immediately, and 1 for this review on here. And I'm going to tell you something. Those ball joints here, as you can already see, me touching it, and there's some kind of a string here. Let me get that out of there. It came very loose. Just like my other figure was very, very, very loose. So I'm going to lean him against the Batcave because I don't feel like him falling down as we discussed this figure. Now, like I was saying, I wanted to get this figure. You know, it's sad that a lot of you have that mentality that it has to be canon. And not everything has to be canon, guys. I do have the DC Collectibles Arkham Knight. I did buy that when it came out, and I paid a pretty hefty dollar for him. But those of you who live at home and are depending on your parents to get these action figures, you know, you're getting a great figure for 20 bucks. Yeah, it sucks that DC has the gun mandate and that you can't get the action figure with you know, with that. But with that said, if you know how to paint, if you know how to customize, make them the way you want to. Personally, me, I'm not touching this guy. I love him the way he looks like that. It's just plain. Plus, knowing Mcfarlane, he knew that he was probably going to get beef about this. And, you know, if he makes the female version, which is the one in the comics, or if he makes the video game, which is Jason Todd, he was going to get heat from either party. So, you know what? Make him a regular color. He gives you an open canvas. Paint it yourself if you want. And I've seen some amazing customized. But I love this guy. I love the way he looks here. We're going to look at him now in a few minutes right here, pulling him close to the camera. Again, just overall, it's an open canvas for you guys to experiment and do whatever you want to do with that. But, you know, like my buddy Bone says, you got the worms out there who get it for free and are still whining, you know, and complaining. Overall, I will tell you this, guys. I think something's happening where the figures are really loose. Maybe people were complaining that they were just too stiff. But I can tell you that the other one, when I opened it out of the box, the first one that I opened just to take a look at it, was very, very loose on there. I tried putting other guns here, and if you have a gun that has that trigger finger socket here, the thumb gets in the way and it's a pain. If you have a gun that just has this but doesn't have a trigger finger, it works perfectly well. The hands, we'll look at it that now, guys. Give me a second. I'm just going over. This impends a little bit of the articulation there, so I haven't decided yet if I'm going to remove that strap there. But overall, it's a good figure. You know, for what it is, like I said, it's $20, guys. You're not breaking the bank. You're not paying. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at here on my laptop, and I'll tell you right now, you got some guy selling the DC Collectibles for $90. So if you ask me, I'm happy I got this. I'm not saying that I didn't get the DC Collectibles. As a matter of fact, I think I got them last year, and I paid like $60 because I would have never thought in my wildest dreams that Mcfarlane would be making an Arkham Knight. Never would have thought that. I never even would have thought he was making the Scarecrow. And look, to my surprise, I'm getting my wishes come true. And for a lot of you, he's in the showcase. You guys saw he's releasing Bane and many more. So again, let's give it to Mcfarlane. And Mcfarlane, if you're watching this video, dude, we need Batmobiles, man. It's time to get the Batmobile. And I don't mean just the Batmobiles. Get some Batmobiles out there, and not 6-inch. We want them to be compatible to this. So now that he's standing up, thank you, God. Let's bring him in closer. Look at the details of the armor. You can actually see there the rivets on there. Got a little bit of the dry brushing on the metal. And I think I've told you my story of my version of Jason Todd. I'll tell you what my story is. I can't stand sidekicks. Okay? Well, we're looking at this. Look at the metal here. Look at the detailing there. And I'm sure some dry brushing, if you're good at it on some of this stuff, will definitely make the details pop out if you're going to do it. If you're not going to do the camouflage here, the red camouflage all the way up to here, maybe some gunmetal or some silver leaf rub and buff on this. This is a soft metal. It's not even a hard plastic, so Mcfarlane's doing away with that. In my story, Jason Todd's parents gets killed, and he blames Batman for not stopping the Joker who killed his parents, and he runs into Deathstroke, who trains him, who then he later on runs into a facility where this prototype armor is, because, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but there's nowhere where it tells a story where he got this armor, and yet it almost looks like Batman. So I'm assuming he went into a facility and he found a prototype. Then, and in my story, he realized that it's a Bruce Wayne or Wayne Enterprise applied science you know, Nomax suit. So again, guys, love the Arkham, or the letter, the symbol of it. Very, very reminiscent of the game. He's got the grenades, and again, Mcfarlane, the grenades you could have put a little bit more over here and had the strap come over here. But again, let's take a look at the articulation. The arm does go out about here. You do get the head swivel, and this is as much as down as you're going to get, which looks very menacing, and this is as up as you're going to get. As far as the arm, there is a bisect cut. You can get there. You're not going to get much swivel because of the armor plating there. There is, I believe, yes, there is, as you guys can see, double jointed, so it does bend all the way over here. There is the wrist articulation, and you guys know how much I love me when Mcfarlane puts the gauntlets over the joint. It kind of helps out with that. These hands are pliable. They are very, very soft, so you could get them to open. This hand is most likely for the grenade. Let's go ahead and put one in there. And some of it is a pain in the ass to get. I was messing around with the other one, and you guys can see the grenade is there in that hand, and you guys can see that the grappling gun style goes here as well. So again, not bad. He's got as much as a waist swivel there, side to side, not that much. You can't split them there. Double jointed knees, that's as far as you guys are gonna go. And like I said, these came, this ball joint, which I prefer the ratchet system, would be great for that. Overall, look at the detailing there, the texturing. Look at that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm not going to complain. I like the figure the way it is. I just hate the stupid DC mandate of the guns. But I'm solving that problem when my Mcfarlane ammunition pack comes in. And overall, this figure just looks spectacular. It's just great. Is it canon? No, guys. Not everything has to be canon. Remember, this is your DC world. This is your stop motion. This is your figures. Now, if you're going to animate this, guys, I have a feeling a lot of you, if you're going to animate this, might be removing this. This is just, you know, doesn't slide over here. It's just causing more of a headache. I might just snip that there and just glue this to the side here, so I can, you know, get that full range of articulation. So overall, man, this figure is fantastic in my book. Looks great. Love the look. Love the aesthetics of it. It's just, it goes great with any other figures. And I haven't been doing other figure comparisons because a lot of people do them. Mine is more of, you know, does it articulate? What is it missing? What can you do with it? What story can you create? So again, guys, here's your review of the Arkham Knight. If you liked the video, guys, don't forget to hit the notification. Don't forget to hit the like button. And most of all, guys, you know it means a lot to me if you hit the subscribe button to get me up there to become a full-time YouTuber. I'm going to leave a link for this guy. And talking about subscribers, I recently had more subscribers on my Instagram and on my YouTube. So I want to reach out and say thank you, guys. It's small little goals that I'm meeting, and it's just small goals that are getting me to where I want to get to. So again, guys, if you have a moment, comment below. Let me know what you think about the figure. Let me know if this is something you're going to get, something you're going to like. And with that said, I have nothing else to say. This is Red, and I'm out.